90s. Cracked the AOL code, text and turned gold. Now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top earners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Call him the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Call him the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Call him the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Sunday night live broadcast. And I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this on Facebook, LinkedIn, and on my YouTube channel. Additionally, I want to watch the folks that have jumped into this Zoom session. Equally, I want to welcome folks that are currently engaged in my boot camp. And, one of the fastest ways to build a highly successful business is to focus your time and energy on the right people. Now, when you stop and consider that LinkedIn currently has 1 billion, that's with a B, and 180 million people, with 10 million people joining every month. There is no faster way to build your business than to connect with people on LinkedIn. It's the largest professional social network. And I've been showing my coaching students exactly who these people are, how to connect with them, and why they represent the fastest path to extraordinary results. And the results that they're having is nothing short of extraordinary. And so for those of you that are watching this right now, if you're not actively spending at least an hour or 2 a day on LinkedIn, connecting with people, talking to people, then I don't know how to say this, but you are missing the boat. Missing the boat. Tonight, I'm going to reveal these groups to you. And this could be the turning point in your business for the rest of the year, if you take action. Here's what I'm going to share with you. Who the most responsive professionals on LinkedIn are, how to find them quickly and easily, what to say to capture their attention immediately, and why they'll join you instead of someone else. How to enroll them faster than you ever imagined. I'm going to take a look at some of the folks that are here tonight, and we'll use you as case studies. Now, there are 3 steps to becoming successful at anything. 1, get mentored by someone who has already achieved the results that you want, and that's the reason that you're here. Over the last 30 years, I have trained more people in network marketing who subsequently became 5, 6-figure earners. Some of them have gone 7 figures. I know 2 that are 8-figure earners today. 2, find out the exact steps you need to take. And 3, take immediate action. And so when I get on these live broadcasts and I look at students that have been following me for years, and I see they're clearly not taking any action, I feel sorry for them. And that's why I like to share success stories. Because the bottom line is anybody can do this. Anybody. Ace and Rich worked with me a few years ago. They were selling a $2,800 program. After creating their profile, they made 1 sale a week, 15 weeks in a row. Generated $42,000, and that lit them on fire. Within 6 months, they earned $250,000, became the top earners in their company. Now they're in a new company. Why? Because something happened to their previous company. Francisco today has over 500,000 people in his business. He recruited, enrolled more than 45 top earners, whales. And his leaders are all excited because they're seeing faster growth than they've ever seen it before. One of his whales brought in 300,000 people in 60 days. How does that happen? The leader he was working with had been with the company for over 20 years. And then the owner of the company and the master distributor put together a plan to cut the guy out of his hard-earned income. Built this huge organization, actually did it without social media. So the owner of the company is looking at all the money they're paying this guy. Month after month after month. The company isn't growing anymore. As a matter of fact, it's shrinking. And so the owner figures, well, you know what? If we could get rid of Bill, look at all the money we're going to save. Even if a bunch of his leaders leave, it's okay. We're still going to come out ahead. So one of Francisco's online friends that he met on Facebook responded to one of his posts, reached out to the person and said, hey, it's been a while since we talked. What's new? Person comes back and says, oh man, our company's going to hell in a handbasket. It made some compensation changes, and now our leader is looking for another deal. Francisco goes, really? Well, I'd love to talk to him, show him what I'm doing. They made the introduction, and the attraction between Francisco and this top earner came around the fact that Francisco knew all about social media, and this guy didn't even have a Facebook page, wasn't even on LinkedIn. Now, for those of you that are my students, you know more than 95% of the people that are on LinkedIn. You understand how attraction marketing really works, and all you have to do is put yourself out there, provide content, posting that would appeal to your target audience. And then you can start having fun. That's what's happening. Nancy came out of a retreat, actually a boot camp and a retreat. She signed up 41 customers and one business builder in 5 days. Retreat ended on a Sunday. She just literally opened up her settings, made herself more visible, made a couple of posts, and just started talking to people. 41 people, actually 42. The following month, she signed up 62 more customers, 2 business builders. And one of the business builders acquired 59 customers. So how does that happen? Number one, you're connected to a lot of people, a couple of thousand. And you put something out there, and the people that react to it, they like it, they make a comment about it. Start a conversation with them. Find out what's going on in their world. Get them to open up and tell you what's going on in their lives. Now, you ask somebody, what's new with you? 85% of them are going to come back and ask you the same question. What's new with you? Well, when you respond and you tell people that your internet business is growing faster than you ever expected. In fact, it's going to enable you to retire. It's going to enable you to buy that dream house in Florida on the beach. They want to know what it is. Todd used my whale strategy to reach out to clear unhappy corporate executives that had a high probability that they were also network marketing people. So we set appointments up one day for 3 of them. 3. And he signed up all 3. Now that's 100% closing ratio. You all can be doing the same thing. Now, there are 3 steps of becoming successful in network marketing. 1, work with a company that has products or a service that you're passionate about, passionate to the point that you would eagerly tell people about it, even if you weren't getting paid to do it. 2, Work with someone in the company that's already successful, knows how to build a business on LinkedIn and Facebook, and they should have a team that provides support and training for you and members of your team. And 3, you want to work with a company that has good online tools so you and your team members can easily build the business. Now, online tools, let's talk about that for a minute. There are essentially 3 types of online tools that you need access to if you're going to be successful. First, you need online tools that will enable you to share the business opportunity that you're involved with your prospects. The company, the products, the compensation plan should all literally lay it out. The tools will sell the opportunity to your prospects. Next, and I really haven't talked about this much in the past because, frankly, the second category of tools is pretty rare. You have to have training tools for the people in your company. Something that a new person can sink their teeth into. Think about this for just a minute. Some of the most successful business builders in this business, top earners, 6, 7, 8-figure earners, do extensive training. My good friend Renata Lundberg has trainings for her team. She's one of the top earners in LifeWave. They've got trainings almost every day that new people can jump on, learn about this, learn about that, which is one of the reasons why she's as successful as she is. But she's rare. If you're lucky enough to be on her team, you have a shot at getting the information that you need to be successful. But what if you're an orphan? And some of you that are listening to me tonight are orphans. The person that brought you into the business is no longer in the business. The leader whose team you were on when you initially got into business went to another deal, left you high and dry. You didn't want to go to the other deal. So now you got nobody to work with, you got nobody to train, and worse yet, when you bring people into the business, man, it's up to you to train them. And training is not your strong suit. So your business never grows. You're basically treading water. And the third thing you need, there's 3 components to systems. I provide the third. So if you're one of my students in my boot camps, I'm handing you the keys to a proven social network recruiting system so that you don't have to chase your family and your friends. And if you've been in more than one network marketing company, you're a member of the NFL club. No friends left. This month, I'm celebrating 30 years in network marketing. And looking back, a couple of things that I've really discovered. Number one, 95%, this is a statistic that I have compared run against or with network marketing company owners, master distributors, top earners and leaders in different companies. 95% of the people in a network marketing company today are orphans. You know, during our top earner retreats, we talk about how leaders in one company, when something changes and they end up going to another company, many times they make more money in their new company than they were making in their old. Because when they go from company A to company B, they not only bring leaders and members of their team, but they also bring with them the orphans, the people that got into a company. They have no connections. They know who the leaders in the company are because the company edifies them. The company holds them up. These are the people you want to follow. But unless you're on their team, you can't follow them. So when you make the big announcement that you're going over to another company, a large group of people that go with you are the orphans. Whoa. That's how they do it. Somebody can go from company A to company B to company C to company D, and have a huge following because the orphans in those companies who have nobody to work with, who have nobody to help, no one to support, found a leader that they could follow. My friends, that's one of the biggest secrets in this business. One of the biggest secrets. So you can jump on Facebook, you can jump on LinkedIn, and you can find orphans in network marketing companies. And to tell you the truth, they're not hard to find. Let me pop over here on LinkedIn. Okay. And so LinkedIn has added so many phenomenal features. For those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a while, they've got features now that will let you easily reconnect with people that you're already connected to. Right? So I'm going to pop up here just for a minute. Now, let me unmute Mark, because Mark, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have the same name, but I thought you were a student. But I can't find you on LinkedIn. I unmuted you. Can you hear me?
Well, Max, if you're talking to me, I can hear you.
Okay, well, good. So don't you have a profile on LinkedIn?
It's been a long time since I've been on LinkedIn, and I guess I just let it go.
Okay, well, let's see if we can find you on Facebook.
Facebook is even less.
Okay.
Okay.
You got 1,000 friends. Yeah.
Okay.
What you could do, change this picture. Now, clearly you're not doing a lot on here,
Yeah.
but you could
Well,
literally restart conversations with people. And let me come over here to your pictures.
okay. Well, Max, in all truth, I was hacked twice on Facebook and I said no more.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I mean, if someone gets you once, they get you twice, and then you really don't want a third time.
Well, yeah, but you have to ask yourself, when you get hacked, typically, um, what happens is you ended up giving people the information for them to hack. Let me kind of explain how it works. You're on Facebook, okay, you're doing all kinds of stuff. And then all of a sudden, page pops up. It says you have to sign in again. Or you get an email says you have to sign in again. And when you do that, you're basically being what they call phished. And so you're providing the initiator of that message with your login and password. Now, the way you avoid that is because, sometimes we're opening up lots of pages. We're looking at this, we're looking at that, and then, we kind of lose track of what we're doing, and all of a sudden, a window pops up and says, "Oh, you gotta sign in again." When that happens, that's the process. That's how it starts. Now, for example, I think everybody today is getting spam phone calls. Okay, my wife gets at least 6 emails or messages on her phone that, her driver's license is about to be suspended. Click here. They want your information. You need to pay and listen, I got to tell you something. I'll be the first person. I'm embarrassed to admit, but about 7 months ago, I got beat for $4,600. Okay, me. And what happened was I get a phone call from my bank, and I really thought it was from the bank. And you know how the banks, well, we want to protect you, so we're gonna send you a code. And what was coming across on my phone was the messages I usually get from my bank. And stupid, but yeah, they beat me for 4,600, $4,800. Never happened to me again. But so the bottom line is, you got to just be careful. But if you are trying to build and generate extra income for yourself in conjunction with a network marketing company, there is nothing that can touch LinkedIn, especially. So let's say we can go over here.
So, okay. What I will do is that I will still, for my own, however, I don't know, superstitious or whatever. So I guard myself. I will re-sign up on LinkedIn. Okay, even though there's 1,000,000,000, 1,000,000. And I will avoid Facebook like the plague, but that's for my own comfort, not for anything else.
So did you cancel your profile on LinkedIn, or it is just hanging out there?
No, what happened was somewhere along the line, I did not go on it for a while, and then it wasn't working for me, so I let it alone. And when I was applying for some other work in the financial services area, they kept on coming at me and saying, well, we have to do a security check on you. And I don't want anything like that on a computer doing a security check. I mean, not that I'm in trouble or anything, I'm not. But when somebody says, or something says, we're going to do a security check on you, this is what you have to answer, and we're going to limit your activity, I don't need it, because then I don't want to be hacked. But it's okay. I will re-sign, because they sent me opportunities to re-sign, and I will get on with them and re-sign.
Well, again, what you want to do is, again, you got to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Certain thing that sent you the
Yeah.
re-sign notice, because otherwise you're setting yourself up.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I hear you. So are you building a network marketing business now?
Well, in the state of California, I applied for the insurance exam when I passed it, and I made up 52 points from my first time to my second time taking the test. And we're just waiting for everything to sort of come together and click.
Okay.
And so this is what we're doing. We're starting out again, and I'll get there. I'm with a good company, and I'm involved in the training aspects now. They have about 6 or 7 hours a week, and the rest I just need to sit with a more experienced person.
Mhm. What company is it?
It's World Financial Group, which is part
Ah,
of
I'm familiar with it.
okay, which is part, as you know, of Transamerica, and they're part of Aegon. And it's it's a multi-billion-dollar company at the top.
Mm-hmm. Well, and been around a long time, and they're not as active on social media as, but I've worked with,
Uh-huh.
a couple of leaders that basically have offices, and
Right,
they use social media to get people to come to the office. So however
right.
you use it, let me take a look. And well, it's nice
Yeah.
nice to see you, and it's nice to have you back. Let me take a look at uh some of them. Let me come back up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to talk to somebody that I know is successful. Let's undo Carl. Now, just take a look at Carl. He's got 1,600 connections, and at least a third of these people are actually still prospects. And what we've been demonstrating to everybody is that your existing connections, some people that you talk to, the last time you talked to them was maybe 6 months ago or a year ago, but you're still connected. So, Carl, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Max.
Super. So, how's everything going?
Oh, everything is going really good. Just made it back home from New York up to Canada, and I had a great time down in New York with my family.
And have you noticed how LinkedIn has the changes that LinkedIn has made over, the last year or two?
It's amazing. Absolutely, yeah. Makes it easier every day almost.
Yeah, really, it really is.
Yeah.
And for all of you, Carl has used, social media to advance in his business. And for all of you, it's getting easier. And probably the most important thing in any kind of a business is follow-up. Being able to reconnect with people, follow up with people. And so what LinkedIn has done is they have really opened the gates for your ability to follow up with people that you're already connected to. And I'm seeing it every day. Every day. And it starts with your profile. You put yourself out there. Okay. And then the next step is, and this is critically important, is activity. And the activity that you have to engage with is posting. And as you post, people react, people respond. And that offers you an opportunity to restart conversations, to re-talk to people. And Carl, what level are you? What level are you in the company now?
Executive Director 5 with the company.
How long did it take for you to get there?
17 months.
17 months.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I wasn't in a network marketing company before. It was brand new to me.
Still pretty good. And again, folks, you're all of you. You'll hear me say it over and over and over. You're all heading down the same road. All it takes, put a profile up there that makes people curious about who you are. The picture, the banner, the headline. That's all it takes. And now you're free to go out and connect with people. Now, there are groups of people out there that are looking for new opportunities. It's been devastating the last 7 months in network marketing for some of the companies that have taken hits. Modere went out of business in April. Margie Aliprandi is a dear friend. She was with the company for over 30 years. She's in India, working hard, supporting her people, helping the business grow. She gets an email. We're out of business. No warning, no nothing. The beginning of the year, a company called Epicure had been in business for 32 years. Same thing happened. I have watched companies that I've worked with for years. One company in particular, Isagenix, I helped 60 people in that company become $1 million earners. They started going downhill in 2018. They were at $800 million. They were predicting next year we're going to hit $1 billion. And then something happened that totally disrupted the business, broke the back of all the leaders in the company, totally disenfranchised them, totally discouraged all the leaders. What happened? The owners of the company that have been around for years, growing every year, cash rich, They borrowed over $300 million. I think it was like $340 million. What did they do with the money? They paid themselves. Paid themselves. Which sent a message, hey, these people are cashing out. The following year, instead of doing $1 billion, they did 600 million. A year later, instead of doing $800 million, they did 500. To increase their income, they absorbed Zija, added their distributors, but that didn't help. Their business went down and down and down and down. And that's what happens. You know, I've said it for years. You are betting on management when you invest in a company. People, you're betting on market trends. There's so many things that you're betting on. And the one thing I remember when I got into network marketing 30 years ago, and my divorce attorney who got me in the business handed me my distributor agreement. I read it and I laughed. I said, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" The agreement says that they can change the deal at any time. They said that they could terminate me for good cause at any time. I says, where is my security? Well, they would never do that. I mean, you know, the company, they do that to safeguard the company against unscrupulous people that do the wrong things. Well, you know, people get into network marketing out of inspiration or desperation. I was getting in out of desperation. I needed to find something that I could make a small, minimal investment on that had the potential. And that's network marketing. So many things I had to learn. So many things that I needed to learn that nobody was teaching. My divorce attorney was a serial network marketer. I didn't get any training from him. The company that I was in subsequently sold out. Instead of selling one thing, now we're selling something else, which started me on my current career. I had so many people in the company that wanted to know, how do you use social media? And I've been training everybody ever since. I love this business. I love the industry. I hate the crap. And that's why 4 times a year I do a top earner retreat where we talk about things that nobody ever talks about. I have a couple of, good friends. They're actually company owners that used to recommend my boot camps and all the time. And when I started doing the retreats, one of them called me up and says, I can't send my people to learn from you. Why? Because I don't want you to shake their enthusiasm for a network marketing. I'm sorry, but when you stop and consider that 95% of the people in network marketing are orphans. And I'm looking out for the little guy, the majority. And the truth is, if you want to be successful in this business, as you rise up in the business, as you rank advance, and following my program, you're going to rank advance. And the company is going to edify you. They're going to hold you up as an example. And the smart thing is to be gracious to the orphans that are going to reach out to you. Now, you may have time to help them or not, but God forbid if anything ever happens to your business, you don't walk away from the industry, because everything that you've learned, all the people that you've connected with during the course that you've been in the business, you're planting seeds. You can build and continue to build relationships. I would venture to say that at least 80% of the top earners in network marketing have been in more than one company. If you don't believe me, reach out to some of the leaders in your company. Find out what their network marketing history was. It'll blow you away. They go from company A to company B to company C, and every time they move, every time they change, they bring people with them, including the orphans. So you can come up here to LinkedIn, do a search for Modere. People. Now, LinkedIn, again, made a change. We used to be able to come up here and we used to be able to get a total. You could scroll down here, 10 people on a page. I got 100 pages. But if you wanted an exact total, then you have to subscribe to their advanced features. I'm using a Recruiter Lite. For those of you that are in boot camp, you just need Sales Navigator. So there are 9,600 Modere people. Come back over here. They're all of them, looking for another opportunity. They lost their business. The network marketers that relied on their income, even if it was $500 a month, that money went to pay maybe a car payment, whatever. They lost their income. Now, there are a lot more people in Modere, but my students know better. You're not going to find Margie Alaprandi on here because she doesn't have Modere on her profile. Now, you can come up here instead of searching for the company name. How about top earner? Top earner in network marketing. Top income earner. Jeff Miller is a presidential director in Melaleuca. Elite leader, top earner. So I'm connected. Whoops, I'm not connected to these people. There's 70 pages. That's 700 people. Network marketing leader. And you can see the ones that are online right now. So I got 100 pages with 10 on a page. Well, there's 2.1 million network marketing leaders, and 890,000 are looking for something new. Now, why, if you're in a network marketer, would you not be on LinkedIn? Now, the good news is we're halfway through my August boot camp. The two big sessions coming up, communicate and close, Tuesday and Thursday. And then this weekend, we have our summer top earner retreat. So let me, if you're not registered for it, let me go over here. Okay, so you can go to maxonguard.com/bootcamp, use the promo code Bigger Deal, and you can jump in for $59. $59. I have made it, and again, it's because it's my anniversary, a no-brainer decision. 59 bucks. You got our profile guide, you got a scripts book. All right, let me look over here and see what we got in questions. So once this far, okay, I got a better deal for you. Our top earner retreat this weekend. I do 4 of these a year. For those of you that are registered in boot camp, go to maxonguard.com retreat, use the promo code Great Deal. You can participate for $99. And if you're not in either one, go to retreat combo. You can jump in the boot camp and participate in the retreat. Use the promo code Best Deal, $139. In spite all of the turnover, in spite companies that are struggling are changing their compensation plans. They're going to affiliate programs, which literally screws the business builder. In our upcoming bootcamp, we're going to share with you companies that have done that, companies that are considering doing it. Those are the people that you want to talk to. Bring an experienced, unhappy network marketer into your business, and they will bring in their friends. And it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do. We're going to show you in boot camp how to put yourself out there as a successful social media expert. You come out of my boot camp, you know more than 95% of the social media trainers that are out there selling crap. When you understand it's not about you, it's about the other person. You position yourself as the person that could be of help and of service to the people that need what you have, and you know in advance who they are. I predict that before the end of the year, August is historically a slow month in network marketing. People take off for the summer, everybody's preparing for September. The folks that are in my August boot camp are killing it because you have less competition. We're halfway through the third quarter of the year. October, November, and December, the fourth quarter, you all will clean up in your business. The connections you make today, the connections you made last week, are going to be people that are going to jump into your business before the end of the year. People you connected with 2 years ago will jump in your business. There has never been a better time to be in network marketing. But you need to know what's going on in the industry. You need to be aware of what's happening. And I'm here to help you do that. So, for those of you that are in our August boot camp, hold on to your hats because I've got some strategies and scripts, new scripts that we're going to share with all of you. I've got a major announcement that in the process of preparing may happen this week. Again, if you're not in boot camp, I urge you to jump in. And if you're not part of the, understand every boot camp is different. Every retreat is different. And we're constantly adding new tactics. We're constantly adding new scripts. I'm happy to see Barbara. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're back. And again, if you're a network marketer, you need to be on LinkedIn. And with that, I want to wish you all a happy, a good evening, and catch up to you during the week.